Odin 3.0 is out of beta and ready for use in your projects. With the new version come several new features and optimizations to make your experience easier, smoother, and more productive. And of course, now that it's out of beta, we'll be working on a new batch of tutorial videos to support the new features. So keep your eyes open for those new videos in the coming weeks. With the stable release of Odin 3.0, all features will be shared across the personal and enterprise licenses. So all the Odin goodness will be available to everyone in the Odin community, regardless of which license you've purchased. The most significant additions with Odin 3.0 are the property state system, property query syntax, and expression assignment operators. Properties now have a built-in understanding of the concepts of visibility, being enabled, being expanded, and more. This means that instead of being stored privately inside inaccessible drawer instances, these states can now be queried and modified from the outside. The states are accessed through the inspector.state member. This includes inside attributes with expressions that now support a new syntactical construct for getting the properties of members in the scope of the expression. Expressions will also now support assignment operators. This means fewer extra methods needed, as the functionality of those methods can be coded directly into an attribute itself. Assignment operators can also be used to set values of the property state, meaning buttons, for example, could be used to expand or hide other properties. 4 new to Odin attributes will be shipped with version 3.0. This includes the onCollectionChanged attribute, which can call a function just before a collection is to be changed or just after the collection has been changed, and provide detailed information about the change in question. This attribute works with lists, dictionaries, hash sets, linked lists, and more. Any collection that makes use of the collection resolver will work with the onCollectionChanged attribute. The attributes onInspectorInit and onInspectorDispose are also new and provide function callbacks when an inspector element is initialized and when it's disposed of. The new configurable searchable attribute can be applied to a component or scriptable object to search the entire object for individual properties, or it can be applied to an individual member to search that member and all of its children. The attribute can also be placed on a collection to search through that collection. It can even be used on an editor window to make that window searchable. Odin 3.0 also comes with modules, which are new to Odin and will provide modular support for external libraries and can be set to automatically install whenever they can be used in a project. This means Odin now provides support for the Unity Mathematics library with the new Odin Mathematics module, which brings some of Odin's formatting to the new types introduced in the Mathematics library. Currently, the dots module is unstable and experimental. Due to this, the dots module will not install automatically. Rather, you will need to install it manually if you are wanting to use it. Odin 3.0 brings even more improvements, including more controllable group visibility, meaning groups auto-hide when their members are hidden, and gives you more control of group visibility with the new visible if parameter. The validation system now runs off the property system, which makes it even more powerful and flexible. Value and action resolvers will also allow custom expression arguments to be added. There are many other small tweaks and changes. Major optimizations have been performed throughout the entire codebase, resulting in a significant overall increase in performance. Specific changes made and features affected are far too numerous to list exhaustively, but of particular note is the initialization time of Odin in general and the property system in particular. Looking towards the future of Odin, one way to think about Odin 3.0 is that it's a spring cleaning patch. It's about cleaning house and preparing for future Odin features. As a result, many of its most major changes are not immediately visible. We've gone through a huge effort to restructure and refactor many internal systems in anticipation of future needs and to remove old cruft. We've optimized code and removed many APIs that have been marked obsolete since 2.1 or even 2.0. The next major patch, which will be Odin 3.1, will be focused on making use of the groundwork we've laid down in 3.0 to add more quality of life improvements, upgrade and revamp existing features, and build new add-ons like the Project Validator. Odin 3.0 has been tested by the developers and the larger community over the past few months. We truly believe it's ready to use in production-ready projects. However, if you do happen to find a bug, the easiest way to report it is using the Odin Discord. You can find a link in the description below, or submit a bug report on the Odin Inspector website. So now the big question is, how do you get a copy of Odin 3.0? It's now available through the Odin Inspector website, as well as the Unity Asset Store. Either way, simply download and import the package into your project. This should work equally well with new projects, as well as established projects already using Odin. And of course, as always, when updating an asset, we recommend making a backup of your project first, just in case there's an unforeseen conflict. So come check out Odin 3.0, and until next time, happy game designing.